Take him down.
Almost.
Mo, Ixie, Ono.
Lava beyond seek.
Just like that.
Lava beyond.
Let's go.
Death is the true atonement.
Now, what can I do for you? Be seeing you.
On it.
Come to seek ablutions for your sins? Ha! Get it? Ablutions? Absolution? Ha! I crack myself up. Gets me every time. Massage? Bath? Whatever you need. Just ask. Oh, you don't want to hear about that. I lived a boring life, so there wouldn't be much to the telling. Truth be told, my real passion is pottery. Trouble is, I got these big hands. Ha! Not meant for delicate work. Worked out in the end, of course. Now I specialize in relieving tension in a malware and death godlike. I guess I can't hide my feelings as well as I thought I could. The stability's good and all, but I haven't seen anything that gets my blood pumping in ages. You know what I mean? Doing the same old thing day in, day out. It's enough to make a man leap from the nearest window. Where to? No kidding. I like to see something like that for myself. Do you think I could come with you? Just for a bit? Hell, you don't have to tell me twice.
That's unusual.
Guts twist her around like a rusty corkscrew. Oh, the sailor who can't hold her. She's too.
Take him down.
Lava beyond.
Just no. Ixie on. Right.
Thanks, stranger. Don't think I could have made it without you. These Skulder had been picking folk off for weeks, picking on the weak. Those too young, old, or sick to fight them off. Maybe it was stupid, but I couldn't let that go on, not if I could help it. Nah. I mean, maybe a little. Like it? My father left it for me. Told me that one day I'd defend the Deadfire with it. You're not wrong. I don't understand it myself, but it seemed to confuse the Skulder. Probably saved my life. Not really. Father found it and brought it home. He said he got it from some Dirwidian pirate captain with a dog named Griffin. But, well, sometimes his tales were a bit taller than true. Anyway, I think you should have this. For what you did, and for what you can do with it. That's Father's doing. He traveled all over and he insisted that I learn Adiran, Valian, and Rawatayan. I even know a few phrases in Anutanic. It would mean a lot to me if you took it. Besides, it's a bit big for me. I should probably stick with daggers and the like. Well, I can hardly make you take it, can I? I truly appreciate what you did. Not everyone in Nekataka steps in for a neighbor. I need to be getting back to Mother, though. I probably shouldn't take home Skulder meat, should I?
I have a moment of your time. I know someone who works in this tower. An animancer named Giaccolo. I'd like Agrasim. It should not take long. I have not seen him in many years, and I wanted to thank him.
You feeling all right, Palagina? You sure you don't mean yell at him?
When I was a girl, he visited me in the academy. He was studying godlike. Studying what was in our souls that made us different from other Kith. He found something in me. Something that resonated like a chime when he held an instrument near me. He said it was like this for all godlike. Different chimes resonating for different types. But you are not godlike. In any case, he told me it was what was causing my body to change. I begged him to remove it. He refused at first, saying it was impossible. When I told him I would kill myself if he didn't, he said he would try.
It's hard to stand apart, especially when those differences are not easily hidden.
I don't expect you to understand, but I was 12. My body was changing in many ways. Being the only girl, the only godlike girl at the academy was Agrasima. Giaccolo was not able to remove the chime, but he was able to sever it. When it happened, I blacked out. The Brotherhood ejected him from the academy for ruining their pet godlike. They assumed I would die. I did not. Over time, I lost most of my feathers. The shape of my nose changed. It was not enough to make me fully Kalbandra, but it was enough to keep me from wanting to die. When I looked in a mirror, what I saw was not a godlike, not something to be paraded around. It was me. Finally, me. Giacomo saved me. Without his help, I would be dead now. Thank you for understanding. If we can speak to him for a moment in the tower,
Merla, it's so humid. Let's get someone to conjure up a breeze.
Hope you're keeping busy, Watcher. We're still running some small tests. Not quite ready for the real thing. What can I do for you? Giacomo? Back. I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His specialty is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb. Giacomo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself. Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori.
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
Incense? Offerings for the temple?
See? Boss was right. We found it.
By the
Sid sees, I'll throw you down there myself if you do not hush right now.
Need something? Lots of folks come through the hole, fresh face. Have a look around for yourself, yeah? Need something? What you need? Let me know if you...
This does not look good. Why would someone do this to Giaccolo's work? I thought Animansus was safe here in the Deadfire. Even in a place this vile, someone must have heard or seen something. We should ask the owner if they know what happened. I hope so. Agrasima.
I'll get it open. Need something? Can't say I know a Giaccolo, fresh face, but if you're meaning that guy with all the fancy and a schmancy equipment, bunch of pirates burst in here and dragged him right out. Now, the hole's no high society tea house, but that's still some of the weirdest shit I ever seen go down here. See, the pirates, every one of them was godlike. No doubt they hauled him through the Narrows. Heard him hollering the whole way. Poor guy.
Deadfire. Must be for you, too.
Ah, quite different. Even I am not accustomed to this much sailing.
They seem to hold the godlike in high regard. You ever think about staying?
The dukes have liberated me from the burden of making that choice, Adair.
It's the smell of cardamom food, of course. And you tell...
Nope.
Looking to take the edge off, friend? Let me...
You need a blade or a bludgeon, or some sturdy armor. Some sort of scuffle between a lone fellow and a pack of godlike pirates. The lone man didn't look like much of a fighter, but he proved old Umani wrong. The pirates were taking him toward the lift, to the Undercroft. They must have spoken with the guard there. Perhaps he could say more. Perhaps you have...
You are too kind, Watcher. I accept.
Will do.
What is it? What did you see? Madiko. Giacomo abducted by godlike pirates. But why? He has always done his best to help my kind. Watcher, I have asked much of you already. But if you can find time to go to Dunwich to find this Captain Tutsuttle, It would mean a great deal to me. It did not sound as though he was in imminent danger. But I fear what they will do to him. Not in the Republics. I can't think of why godlike, of all kith, would have any reason to take him. Something strange is going on here. Perhaps it has something to do with his research. I am sure we will find out when we find Captain Tatzatl.
Hey, Shodi. Those dreams of yours, they still getting to you?
I can deal with the dreams, for better or worse. What makes me sweat is the not knowing. What happens when I stand face to face with my God, and he reveals what he intends for me? What if it's not as I thought?
Yeah, I've had thoughts like that for a long time. Except now I'm worried about what he intends for the world.
Whatever it might be, at least we'll face it together.
It was on a cold and stormy night. The snow was on the ground. A sailor boy stood on the quay. His ship was outward sweetheart standing by his side had many a silent tear, and as he pressed her to his heart, he whispered in her ear, "Farewell, farewell, my own true love, this parting gives me pain. I'll be your own true guiding light when I return again. My thoughts shall be of you, when the storm is riding high. Farewell, my love, remember I'm your faithful sailor boy." It was in a gale that ship set sail, he kissed his love.
What do you want? Let's go kill.
You have questions? Hey, Kara.
Your orders, Captain?
Not to be telling you your business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, them were Valiant made originally. Piled them stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against Wilder crawling up out of your crappers. Captain Aldees claimed it a few years back. A couple of them thought he might be better sailing else. They say she ain't had a deserter since. Oh, you be asking, but since you are vast, way I see it, we have an option or two ranging from the wildly dangerous to the fantastically suicidal. Yeah, that'd be the fantastically suicidal I mentioned. But don't suppose I could cut. Might be there's a way sussing out a place to land. Yeah, sure, used to. Then I made the mistake, showed him the S I carved into it, and he turned around and told me it's... Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for? Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up in it. Looking the part in this, don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be. I'm all ears, Captain. Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not, aye, Captain. Look.
Well, hey, tell me what's on your mind. I'm glad we...
Is anyone seeing to your schooling, Vela?
I'm learning lots. Which side of the boat is good for fishing? Which side is good for puking when Uncle Engram's had too much ale?
Captain, do you require my expertise? My studies? I cannot promise a dissertation, but I'll happily discourse upon the broader strokes. You haven't read my work, then? As an apprentice, I focused on, and then helped discredit, the phrenological approach. At the time, it seemed more difficult than I thought it should be. Some of my colleagues had a Vested interest in a model of the world that included an inherent hierarchy of kith. That some kith made more worthy receptacles for souls than others, based on the shape of their brow or the length of their ears, was apparently an idea too tantalizing to abandon. Afterwards, my interest turned to the theoretical, before shifting a few decades later to the study of parapsychological inertia. Close. Parapsychological inertia. The tendency for some souls to gravitate towards familiar locales or engage in behaviors exhibited from past lives. From there, I moved on to work in metamortality, the scientific study of souls over lifetimes and the cycle of reincarnation. Which brings us to the present. You set the sled before the dogs. Before making decisions regarding what should be done, we must first understand what is. The truth, of course. I'm sorry that I have no simple answer for you. Embarking on inquiry with an agenda. That is how mistakes get made. Not at all, but I admit them. I could theorize, but given how little I've observed of him, it would be irresponsible of me to do so. It must require incredible energy, though. Staggering amounts of soul essence. And can Audra truly be so flexible? Why does he not crumble? Whatever he is, however he accomplishes it, perhaps we can discover together. If the discovering doesn't kill us. That depends on who you ask. Generally, Audra conducts soul energy. Luminous Audra also stores it, however. Is it simply a worse conductor getting clogged by essence? Or is this indicative of a specialized function? Unfortunately, greed stymies inquiry. Rawatai and the Republics grind every ounce they find down into bath salts. Of course, Captain. Captain, do you require my expertise? It was neither so random nor so strange a thing as your question would suggest. In a word, animancy. The Republics take the most progressive attitude towards the subject, and thus they attract its foremost scholars, among whom I count myself. Very much so. Though I imagine you capable of finding someone much better suited to telling you of them. I spent most of my time in laboratories and libraries. In a way, your ship reminds me of them. A dozen kith from every corner of Aora, working towards a common goal. While your crew pursues Aethys across the sea, ours pursued the future, each chasing our own dawn. I admit bias, but they are very likely the grandest in the world. Imagine great domes rising above your head, shelves along each wall stacked high with tomes, as if the building itself were built of bound pages. They were the true treasure of the Republics. The collected histories, dramas, and comedies of Old Valia. The most advanced arcane theories of Adir. The most ancient liturgical texts of Anguith. And the most advanced treatises on animancy. Many things. A strong dark tea, a comic play, the song of a whale, the soft resistance of paper to quill or fabric to needle. Discovering what's just over the horizon. There exists things in this world beautiful and wondrous both. One only needs leave the land to find them. Speaking of, let us see what the horizon holds, yeah? Greetings again. Do you require my expertise? I admit to excitement, curiosity. I cherish the opportunity to explore, to test my wits against ancient ruins and vicious wildlife. Most ships discourage such avocations.
Yes, you only have to ask.
What are we standing around for? Wonder what Pa's up to.
I got time. I know that look.
can't kiss the girls, my lips would all grow moldy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away and go.
Let's go!
Not sure I can.
Let's go!
Just like it's not sure I can.
Cannot whack him any harder.
I reap what I sow. Good. I think that's beyond me.
How's this one go again?
Take him down!
Just like Wonder if Wangleth's still in a mood.
Fresh fish!
Race you to the coral. No contest.
What?
Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
I'm on the next ship out of here. Unless you're here to kick me off the docks this time.
We have supplies here. Have a look.
Been a while, Twa, huh? You're looking healthy.
Don't say my name. Is he still here?
You saw that too, right?
Well, I knew it.
Who's your shadow? I'll string him up by his thumbs before he lays a hand on you.
Well, he's obviously not one of ours. Unless Atsuris sent someone to monitor me. Must be working for the other side.
You catch on quick. We'll talk later, okay? Twaha, I'm getting you out of this. We've pulled each other out of worse snags.
Easy to say when it's in the past. This stalker is relentless, and he is always watching. He's Juana, average height, and I've caught him scribbling on a sheaf of notes. Like any good tale, he's indistinguishable from anyone else wandering around Port Manger. Probably why they picked him for the job.
Sit tight and I'll get this sorted out. Whatever happens, he won't bother you again. Just try not casual.
I will stand perfectly still and fill my heart with the words of our national anthem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Watcher, do you seek a blessing from the land?
What say, you need something? That goes for you or your fetching friend. That's close enough. I am getting some air.
Likely story.
Do we have a problem, friend? No one told me to expect you. There are proper channels to discuss this.
or go ahead and give us an excuse.
I withdraw myself from the mission. Our cause is too important to chance on my incompetence. I will deliver my report and accept disgrace. As you say.
Is he dead? Or must I handle everything myself? Is this so?
We took care of it, just like I said we would.
Everything seems to be in order. I'll see to it that these are addressed in good time.
That's classified. We should be going. It's been an absolute delight.
That's enough of that, soldier. Atsura will know your performance was adequate. And you, Watcher. Rawatai thanks you for your service.
Yeah, I thought we would. I can tell that something's on your mind, and I owe you an explanation. Twaha is eccentric, I know. Even in the Navy, I never knew what to make of her. You might be asking yourself why one of the tribals would be stalking her, and if that has anything to do with our little mission. I won't insult your intelligence. Of course it does. Atsura is doing important work in the Deadfire. He's bringing peace, order, bounty. Not everyone sees it that way, so he has to keep his intentions quiet. I know the secrecy doesn't look good, but I can promise you that this is for a better Deadfire. Probably not. Leave it to the Huana to distrust a lone Rawataian who knows her business. Doesn't surprise me that they'd want to keep an eye on outsider business, or get in the way of it. If I pass information from one place to the next, does that make me a spy? I suppose it depends on what side of the fence you're on. Yes, of course there is, and plenty else besides. You think Atsura tells me everything? Whatever he has planned for the Deadfire, I'm only a small part of it. But I still need to protect my part. You have every reason to be suspicious. Just trust me that this is all for the best. I wouldn't lie about that. I've got some answers.